Hey, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the show. Come on in. Let us know what part of the country you're checking in from. Love to hear from you today. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it may be while you're watching. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Lady Q is here. You can see her line dance that she showed us today. Pistol grip pump. I'm about to bust a cap at your butt remix today.
That was a good one, too.
Yeah. So you can see that on my Instagram. Go to Sam Silk with Y Instagram, and you can check that out. Her birthday is tomorrow, so happy birthday. Wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Y'all want me to sing?
Only if you do the remix.
What's the remix?
Come on now. You know.
Does it have a pistol grip pump in it?
No. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Happy.
Well, there you have it. The remix.
Okay, Sam. Thank you.
All right. So this is part 2 of yesterday's conversation. Those of you who didn't get a chance to comment, you will today. The side baby showed up at church.
Side baby.
We're gonna read the letter, and we want your take. Now, a lot of people called yesterday. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let you read the letter. And I'm going to play back this lady from yesterday.
Okay.
All right. And a guy called as well. I couldn't get to all the calls. So we're going to play some of those calls and take your calls today. Let's go.
All right. Dear Sam, my mom conceived me by a married man. I'm hesitant to call him my father, because although he pays child support, that is all he has done. He has had nothing to do with me. I recently visited a friend of mine's church who is a minister there. Who is a minister there? My so-called dad.
Yeah.
After services, his wife approached me and told me that she thought it would be best if I didn't visit that church again. I'm thinking about calling the head pastor of that church, and I want a sit down with him and her. The situation isn't my fault. Would I be wrong to contact the pastor?
And Lady Q looked at you with a frown. And what was going through your mind there?
That's a mess.
It is a mess.
Yeah.
But it's not the child's fault.
It's not the child's fault at all.
It's definitely not the
It's not the
child's
wife's fault.
At all.
It's not the wife's fault. It's his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was he in all this? How come he didn't go
Chime
over? Yeah.
And saying, I got this.
Exactly.
I got this.
Because
Take care
clearly
of this.
they knew the child was there because the wife came over and approached them.
I think it's best that you don't come to this church anymore.
So he sat in the back somewhere while his wife was
It's probably
telling the child.
It was after
to go
church.
on.
Yeah, that was whack. Very whack.
That's gross.
Let's see if this is a lady from yesterday.
Caller before this said that the wife was insecure. They seem to just be forgetting all about the wife here.
Mm-hmm.
Why should the wife be humiliated because of her husband's indiscretion?
All right, I'll help you out with that.
Okay, no, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not finished. And the child said that I don't have anything to do with my father. Okay, you do indirectly every time you get that child support. So he can't be that much of a horrible person. Okay, the man made a mistake. He was a man before he became a man of God. Mm-hmm. But if she wants to have a relationship with her father, the operative word being if, then she needs to have a round table with her father and with the wife, because the wife, that's her husband. But it's not necessary to have to go to the head pastor, because right then you're making it messy.
No, I kind of disagree.
Okay.
I want to go to the part about how the wife feel. You're absolutely right. She was embarrassed. Mm-hmm. He did what he did. But if she forgave him, this whole thing is about folks being forgiven. You said that. So if the wife, who is the wife of a minister, whether he just now became one or been one all this time. If she forgave him, she has to have the same love that she forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
She got to have it for the love for that child. If we talking the whole Christ thing, if we talking about the whole church thing, then she shouldn't have never did that, in my opinion.
She did not tell her, do not come to the church.
Yes, she did.
She told her don't come back.
She said she said she don't think it's a good idea. Okay, understand this, though. Understand this. This is a total shock for all three of them.
No,
So-
she
no,
just
listen.
child support.
Child support.
Yeah.
No, it's a shock seeing the child come into the church.
Well, that part
This
is.
what
Yeah,
I'm
but that was
talking
a
about.
coincidence.
Yes, okay, listen to me, gentlemen, listen. And so, with that being said, the wife has to let this marinate, okay? She may reach out to the child afterwards,
Has this ever happened to you? Are you the
should
wife that we're talking about here?
No, I'm the mother.
All right.
Mary, sweet
Mama
Jesus.
of the sad baby.
Yeah, well, not of that particular child, she
Yes.
says, but yeah. So you just tuned in, you missed yesterday. That's what happened. So again, I'm gonna stick with this one. I get so tired of y'all fake Christians, you fake church people.
Wow.
Listen, how you gonna sit up under? I'm gonna act like them now, under all that anointing, all that power, judging and criticizing folk, and here it is now. Judgment that met you at the church. Here's your time. When you at church, you're supposed to be winning souls over,
Right. Right.
worshiping God, fellowshipping together. And so, in the middle of your sin, now the sin that y'all had, now your baby is a part of that, right?
Yes.
So you had an affair. Now the baby comes to church. Now it's okay for you to stay with your husband, but it's wrong for the child to now want the same thing that you come for.
Well, I mean,
But then no, now remember the child did not know that her father was a member of that church.
I get it.
She went with her friend and saw him sitting up there.
Now, for the wife,
She's
though,
innocent.
for the wife, though, I must say that it probably was jarring for something that they thought that they, put
That
behind
they didn't
them.
paid and pushed out the way.
Exactly.
You just sent her that bag.
So it probably did shock the wife. Like, okay, this is my church family. I don't even want this, energy around me.
Right.
But who I fault in this situation is the father. The father.
Easy.
Because why should your
both of them grown ass people wrong.
why
Exactly.
should your wife have to come out and stand up for you? That's your child, your flesh and blood. You should be the one
That's right.
that comes out and makes peace with that situation, not just hide in the back somewhere. But
That's being a coward,
yeah.
easily.
But I don't know, the bringing other folks into it, because she doesn't know, or he, whoever it is,
I
doesn't
wouldn't
know
do
that pastor.
No, I wouldn't do that part, but I definitely would have a sit down. That's what it needs.
Yeah.
I ain't
Immediately.
sitting down nowhere.
I'm talking about him.
Stay
the
your
father.
coward self in the back, wherever you are.
Yeah, well, that's obvious. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't want that mess, all like you said, all that negative energy all around you, especially when you're trying
Let
to
me
go
tell y'all something. I
to
hear
the
what
Lord.
I hear what you're saying.
you gotta realize
But that's
the
when
church
your
is
tests
out
come
there.
in. See, people play with church. They do. They really do. When
you
real
know the-
stuff come up,
Yeah.
people don't really believe what they be talking about.
I know.
Right.
Until something really hit home.
Until it really happens. So here it is, regardless of what's what. It's a moment. You're supposed to have I would expect, and I'm nowhere near perfect, but this is a place where you should be able to show love and compassion.
Right.
But then you gonna sit up and say, this one right here, not you. You can't get that love. Who the hell are you to tell that baby
Right.
it's best that you don't come here no more? And then, like you said, father just sitting there. What are you doing? Wiping his forehead with his.
Being a coward.
That he had to be a coward, because why are you letting somebody else take charge of your child, your situation
That
with
you
your child?
created.
Yeah, you created that situation.
He
You hurt the
stepped out.
people involved.
Exactly.
He should have said was, Yolanda, I got this. That's my child.
Yes.
Exactly.
You
Would've
going
been
over
fine.
there with the other ladies with the big hats on. This my child.
Right. How you lead your household?
I'm going to take care of this myself right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we see who lead the household is the wife.
Yeah.
It ain't
What
him.
comments you got coming? What's up?
All right. CL said, except that those grown folks are doing exactly what they want to do with full awareness. God doesn't need your help. The more people involved, the messier things get.
Absolutely.
All right, good stuff.
Christian, kill me with that foolishness. Ooh, don't get me started.
Hold on here. I'm just getting it ready for a minute here.
All right, back to the job. Silk, what's up?
I don't have to play old girl again for those just tuning in just a bit.
But I mean, I understand it. So her perspective was probably just that. All right, yeah, I messed around with this man, and this is my child. But I'm gonna tell my child, pull back. That ain't the place. That's not the time or the place,
I
the
get
venue.
that. I get that. I get that. I get that part. But sometimes things just happen. And
Clearly.
and if they happen that way, it is a result of what you did. And sometimes that could have been the moment. That could have been the moment where all he had to do was put his arms around his child
Yes,
and let love happen.
absolutely.
But oh no, everything that was taught or said that day went out the door.
Well, he let the wife take charge. He let the wife take charge. Somebody that's not even
Please.
biologically,
Connected.
related.
Yeah.
No.
No. You know.
More
Said put the whole thing on blast. Church folks kill me playing the holier than thou routine, shaking my head.
Yeah. 888-409-0931. You can call in too. Your girl Tashonda says the father is a coward.
He is.
Clearly.
Straight coward.
How you just gonna sit on the side? You know your child is visiting your church, and you're not gonna come up and even greet your child. And more or less, you're gonna let your wife tell your child not to come around anymore. What kind of man are you?
I'm a man of the faith of the
Of
cloth.
the cloth, right?
Like, what's the purpose of even getting closer to somebody like that? I'm cool.
888-409-0931. 888-409-0931. That is the number. 888-409-0931. Taking your calls and comments. We're gonna hear from a brother who called yesterday, dealing with something like this himself.
Ooh. Okay.
So we'll read the letter briefly. We'll read the letter and then we'll go ahead and then we'll play him.
Wait, he was a baby. He was a baby
Well,
daddy?
no, he's going to tell you about his friend denying his son.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I don't wanna love nobody.
Oh, perfect song.
I don't wanna love nobody. Love nobody but you.
931 WZAK, the Sam Suk Show, inside of Reality Hour. That's Love Theory by Kirk Franklin. What's going on to everybody? Part 2 of our conversation from yesterday, because you guys have been DMing me and calling me about yesterday. Let's read the letter, and then we got a gentleman who wants to respond. And yeah, this was something else.
Yeah, very much so. All right. Dear Sam, my mom conceived me by a married man. I'm hesitant to call him my dad or father because although he pays child support, that is all he's done. He has had nothing to do with me. I recently visited a friend of mine's church, and who is the minister there? My so-called dad. After services, his wife approached me and told me that she thought it would be best if I didn't visit that church again. I'm thinking about calling the head pastor of that church, and I want to sit down with him and her. The situation isn't my fault. Would I be wrong to contact the pastor?
You know what? This is the lady who called yesterday. Let's go to her first.
Caller before this said that the wife was insecure. They seem to just be forgetting all about the wife here. Why should the wife be humiliated because of her husband's indiscretion?
All right, I'll help you out with that.
Okay, no,
She
I'm not
already
finished.
forgave
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
finished.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not finished. And the child said that I don't have anything to do with my father. Okay, you do indirectly every time you get that child support. So he can't be that much of a horrible person. Okay, the man made a mistake. He was a man before he became a man of God. But if she wants to have a relationship with her father, the operative word being if, then she needs to have a round table with her father and with the wife, because the wife, that's her husband. But it's not necessary to have to go to the head pastor, because right then you're making it messy.
All right, you agree or disagree? I won't get to all of it, what she had to say. And so she was like, y'all forgetting about the wife.
I'm not defending that man because he paid child support. You didn't step up when your child walked into church.
The whole sermon, it all went out the door.
Right.
When the daughter popped up in there. Yeah, the whole sermon. Now, if this woman, like I said yesterday, you knew. Now, you forgave your husband after he went out and had a side baby, right? Correct. And then you going to check the side baby, and then he sits there and let you do it.
Right.
Now, she wasn't thinking about going to the head pastor. She never knew that he was even a minister of the church. She was visiting the church.
She was just visiting.
You're supposed to be drawing people in, and here it is, you running somebody out saying, my God is not good enough for you. Get out of there.
It's a mess.
Get the hell on somewhere, man. Come on. What y'all got to say about it, family? 5780931. Come on, y'all tripping. To the phones we go.
All right.
Sam Silk Show.
Okay, I got to say something about that subject.
Come on.
All right.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down, bro. We'll be right back. ZAK, turn your radio down. Thank you. ZAK Sam, hello.
The minister of the church.
Hello?
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just turned it down. Y'all was talking. Okay, now this is the situation with the side piece, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
with the
now,
side baby.
I'm sorry, the side baby. Okay, now I have something to say about that because my baby is in that same situation, and his father refuses to have anything to do with him on the fact that of his wife, and he ended up divorcing his wife, and he acts like that's my child's fault, and I don't believe so. If you're a man regardless, a man of God or a man, you know what I'm saying, you made that so-called mistake, you still have to be a part of that child's life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if that's your wife and she loves you, then she has to expect everything about you, correct?
Well, if you're gonna forgive him, she don't have to accept it. But if you can forgive him and stay, well, if you're gonna stay in a relationship, okay, the baby comes with the relationship. Absolutely. If you're gonna remain.
And that's what I say. And I cry just about every day because my son's father will not do that, and he feels like he made that mistake. But see, you didn't say that before you got into your situation, and now I have a son without a father due to what you thought you were doing.
Okay, so you had an affair with a married man, and then you all had a child. He refuses to acknowledge his baby.
Yes, and the thing is, I never even knew about his other life.
Oh, you didn't even know about it.
I didn't even know about it until it was too late.
You was pregnant when you found out.
Yes. Had my baby and everything, and he was a part of the child's life in the beginning, but then when things come into hand, and I guess you do have to respect the wife, I understand that because that is your husband, but then when it comes to a child, I feel like the child is over all of that because the child is innocent.
Yeah, I tell you, the child is innocent, babies are innocent. Mm-hmm. And then we grown folk put all that negativity and stuff around their child, and then the child picks that spirit up. Mm-hmm. Babies pick that stuff up from the parents.
Yes,
that's why I tell a lot of people, stop stressing if he or her, if you guys can't get it together, because what happens is you all put that energy on that child and that baby.
True.
And right. And I do agree with that. I agree with that the whole way. I just wish it was a better way. But I just feel like I know the wife wants her respect and she wants her just due. But then with that man and the mistake that he made, she has to put that to the side and put the baby first. In the end, God sees everything, and she will. Yeah. And that baby will love her for it.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Appreciate your call.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Right. Sam Silk Show.
Yeah, Sam Silk, radio's down. I got to make a comment on the lady. Yeah, it's not the daughter's fault, but I understand her being offended when the wife approached her. But I agree with the previous caller, not making it messy. Approach your dad and sit his wife and him down before you do anything else, before she goes to the head pastor or whatever. You know?
All right,
But the wife
appreciate
is
it.
out of line, approaching the girl, telling her not to come back. That wasn't right.
That wasn't right, and that's why the child.
Yeah,
Remember, this is a child. This is not a
Right.
grown person. This is a child.
Right. You're right. The wife should go to the husband and say, "Look, this is it. It is what it is. She's here. Let's deal with it. Me and you first. Then, if they can't settle it there, then go to the uppers in the church above the pastor."
Appreciate the call. Sam Silk Show.
Hello?
Yo.
I have a comment.
Please go ahead.
First, I think that everybody needs to actually listen to what the letter. I'm sorry, I had to take you off speaker. What the letter actually said. This is a child that went to visit a church. Again, just like you said, she had no idea
Correct.
that the man that was the pastor was her father.
Well, he's not the pastor of the church, but he's a minister.
That's okay, that he's a minister. You know, that he was the minister. She was visiting, first off. Secondly, in my opinion, I believe that we all profess to be men and women of God until certain things apply to us. And the minister's wife had no reason to approach that child. That child is the most innocent party in this mess. My feeling would have been, if I'm a woman of God and I've forgiven my husband, then this is somebody that was visiting the church. It happened to be a daughter that was produced out of wedlock. I would have welcomed her as a visitor. And my feeling, too, is as a minister, I mean, none of us are perfect. You know, to have acknowledged her being in that church, you know, and embraced her, that's what it's supposed to be all about. And child support, let's get out that issue. That child doesn't receive the child support. The mother receives the child support in order to take care of that child. So people are really just misguided as far as I'm concerned. But again, it's my opinion as to what their beliefs are and how they're, you know, responding, especially saying the wife being embarrassed. That child didn't embarrass the wife. Her husband did. And, you know, there are probably many other people there that have had some of the same types of things happen. Instead of, you know, belittling that child and saying that you shouldn't come here or whatever, you know, she should have been more embracing. He should have acknowledged it. And then they could move beyond it. And as far as her saying she thinks that she might go to the pastor, then I agree with her. Why shouldn't her voice be heard? She had nothing to do with the situation.
All right. Thanks for the call. Appreciate you, man. Last call before we go. Silk, what's happening?
Hey, Sam, how are you?
All right.
Well, you know, on that topic, I think that the minister, he made a messy when he went out there and cheated on his wife. First of all, he shouldn't have went out there and cheated. And I think the wife is just trying to cover him. That's why she don't want the young lady to come to the church. And for that other lady that made a comment first, I think she probably came to him. That's why she talking about it's all messy. Why she playing? Yeah. But he made it messy himself. And if I was her, yes, I will go to the pastor of the church and talk about it, because how she gonna tell her that she can't come to church because her husband cheated on her? Yeah. There's stuff going on all over the world, especially in the church and everybody else.
All right, beautiful. Appreciate the call.
Have a good day.
All right. I should see if we could sell this story to Oprah, to Greenleaf.
Yeah, Alan said, he's not a man. There's no way I'm letting anyone turn away my child. Yeah. Why? That to me speaks to the head of the household.
Yes, speaks volumes.
If you are the head of the household and you're a man of God, why is your wife even in that position to do that? Why would she even feel comfortable approaching your child like that? And you're not.
Right.
That speaks all to the man. It doesn't speak to the child, to me, or the wife, because she shouldn't have done that, but I'm sure she did it out of a place of hurt. But the man, the father, the one who created the mess, he should have stepped up.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Okay, so let me say something.
Go ahead.
One, what's the name of the church? Because I want to make sure that I don't attend. The woman, which is the wife, is only concerned about her feelings and how she's looking. That young lady needs a father, and he wouldn't even be a leader in my eyes. He couldn't even lead my flock because you can't even take care of your responsibilities. However, if you accepted this man after he did whatever he did, you should be able to accept that child. To me, he's a punk. I don't want to attend there.
All right.
I know that's right.
All right.
She like, I ain't going.
Silk, what's up?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, I was calling in response to,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, I'm a woman of God, and I believe that the woman of God should not become between the father and the son. She was out of place. I would have had my husband face him. And then another thing is, if the pastor should be aware, the head pastor should be aware, because anybody you put in your pulpit shouldn't be running people away from the church. The pastor should be aware of who he have in his pulpit. So yeah, he needs to know.
He needs to know.
He needs to know, baby. He needs to know who he got in his pulpit.
Yeah.
And she needs to stay in her lane.
All right.
Because she should be trying to encourage a relationship between a father and a son, especially the way these men are being dogged today. They need their father, and he should be a man enough to step up. Okay, you made the mistake. She know about it. Everybody know about it. Just bring it out. That's the best way to deal with sin.
All right.
You know, bring it out, get over it, stay with your husband, or don't. But you don't come between that relationship because he needs his father.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
All right, last comments.
All right, Alyssa said the father should acknowledge her and reach out to her. Every girl needs their father in their life. I don't care what the circumstances is. The wife should encourage him to step up and be in his daughter's life. And Muslima said if he was a true man of God, he wouldn't only send child support. He would have been there to mentally, emotionally support his child. Shame on his wife for telling her not to come back. Scared the congregation will find out their pastor is full of S.
All right. We out of here. We do it again, friends, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all share this video. Share the video.